So the most core component of a whole life policy is the base policy. And when you do base only, your premium is what it is. You can't do any more, you can't do any less. And so if you want to fit one of these stacks in there, like if we fold it in half, it can barely fit. But if you want to get 2 stacks in there, you just can't without getting a bigger base policy. Now, if you want to keep the base policy the same, what you can do is you can add a PUA rider to your base policy, and it feels like a bigger envelope. So not only can we get the stack that was in just the base, but we can add an extra stack in here as well, and voila, they both fit, right? Without increasing the size of the base policy. Now, if you want to do that even further, we can have the same size base, a much bigger PUA rider, only because we have that black dotted line there, which is a term rider. That gives us a much bigger envelope, and we do pay a little bit more for shipping for that term rider, but there's economies of scale, there's efficiency. So we can get those 2 stacks that were in the other one, we can fit those in here. We can get all this extra cash and put it in here. Shoot, you know what? What about one of these bricks? Let's just get one of those bad boys in here. What if we want to get a second brick in there? Well, this is where it gets a little cumbersome, right? We can't quite fit too much unless we increase the size of the total policy. Now, some of you are saying, I'd like to do that with all term rider. Unfortunately, the companies say, you know what, we need a certain ratio and we'll give you more term rider as long as you get more base too. So you need to get a bigger envelope or a box to fit it all in. But hopefully this helps you understand the relationship of premium, because obviously everybody wants to shrink wrap the death benefit, put in as much premium as they can for as little death benefit as possible, and of that as little base as possible. But there are these relationships that we have to respect and honor, not only the insurance companies' ratios, but the IRS. But this is how we help people find that perfect Goldilocks size policy. Y'all have some word problem that you're dealing with. You're trying to figure out how best to get it in, how soon, what's too much. You don't want to pay for too much death benefit, because if you do and you don't fill the envelope, well, you're kind of overpaying for the postage. You don't want to do that. But if you can optimize it, whatever size envelope works for you, which is exactly what we do with the most optimal riders, then you can design that Goldilocks style policy for you. So I would encourage you to use the link below, schedule a call with us. We'll show you how to do it, and stay tuned for the next episode, because you're going to see how, if you want to use this cash, how efficient that can be.